go. Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday. It's Metcon, so grab medium weights or your filled water bottles, whatever you've got for resistance. We have 3 circuits. They're all the same exercises. 10 exercises, 1 minute each. We'll move straight through from one to the next with 1 minute recovery in between. But before we do any of that, let's go ahead and warm it up with our jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Light on the balls of our feet. Tap those fingertips together overhead. Keep pulling those shoulders down. Create space between the earlobes and the shoulders. 10 more. 5, 3, 2, 1. Feet wide, arms out. Twist, reach down. Start to feel an opening in the back of the legs. Start to think about using your obliques, the side of your abs, to pull yourself up back to stand. 6 more. Last 3, hamstring curls in 2, 1. Bring the heel to the glute. Add those arms, reach forward, pull back. Picture those shoulder blades moving, they spread apart as you reach. They kiss the spine as you pull back and press that chest out. Can you get that heel a little higher? Get that hamstring working a little more. 6 more. Last 2, 1. Squats, feet hip distance apart. Lower down with control. Drive your heels into the floor, stand it up. That's it, keep the chest lifted, the spine long. Think about lowering that tailbone close to the ground, and then popping up, squeezing the glutes at the top. Keep pressing those knees out to the side so they don't collapse in. 5 more. Add that breath, big inhale down, exhale to rise. 3 more. We are in our plank in 2 and 1. Come on down to that plank. That's it, tuck your hips towards your ribs. And rotate the inside of your elbows forward. Really lock those shoulder blades in. From here, lower down to the ground with control. All the way down. Good, release. Activate the thighs. Pull those knees up towards the hip flexors so that your knees lift off the ground. And now, with the legs tight, press the floor away. Let's do that 2 more times. Lower all the way down with control until your head comes down, chest, stomach. Release. Let's go ahead. Squeeze the thighs, pull the knees in so they lift off the floor. And then 1 count, exhale, press the floor away. 1 more time. So this is teaching us how to use our legs in our plank, in our push-up. We're going to need that later today. Here we go. Activate the quads, knees up, and press. Excellent. Left foot forward, left arm to the sky. Stretch it out. And switch sides. Left leg back, right leg forward. Reach up to the sky, eyes to the fingertips. 2 more each side. Left leg. Feel an opening through the front of the body. Back to the right. That's it. Left leg. And right, last stretch. Get ready to pop it up, run out in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, quick feet. 10 seconds, finish it up. Here we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. All right, we are starting that first circuit, our first exercise. Grab the weights. We are going with a sumo squat. So our feet are diagonally 45 degrees. Rotate from the ankle, from the hips. We're going to take our weights in the center of the body. Lower down with control. Exhale. Come on up. You've got 20 seconds before we get started. So ankles about hip width apart, maybe a little bit further. Toes pointing to the front corners of the room. Weights ready, we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, lower down. Exhale, come up. Our spine is a little straighter than a regular squat. That's it. Keep the hips tucked towards the ribs like we do in the plank. Feel a small contraction, small crunch in your abs. So we know they're working. Shoulders back, chest out. 30 seconds. Check in with that breath. Inhale down, exhale up. Blowing that air out, contracting the muscles at the top. So squeezing our inner thighs, squeezing our glutes. 10 seconds. We're gonna come down, push up, alternate shoulder tap. Here we go, in 3, 2, and 1. Starting in that high push-up position, lower down, right hand, left shoulder. Push up, left hand, right shoulder. Take your feet a little wider. Try to keep your hips stable. Imagining that morning coffee is on your lower back. Can't let it tip over. That's it, halfway there. As you come to tap, lock in that plank. Rotate the standing arm, elbow forward, and squeeze those knees out into the hip flexors. 10 seconds. Up next, we're going for squat thrusts with our weights. No jump. 3, 2, 1. 2 weights. Weights down, strong plank. Jump the feet in, stand up. Start slow right now. We're working with resistance. If you don't want to jump, you can always step back, step in. When you jump in, make sure those heels connect to the floor. You drive through the legs to stand. So no bending at the waist. Starts with the lower body. 25 seconds. Excellent, keep it up 10 seconds. We are on our back for our bridge variation in 3, 2, 1. One weight only on the hips. Drive those hips to the sky. You're gonna walk out right leg, left leg, back right, left, other leg, step out left, right, back left, back right. The whole time, your hips are driving to the sky, your glutes are engaged, they're rock hard. Make sure you step far enough away to feel your hamstrings get in on the fun. Excellent, just 15 seconds. Can you lift those hips a little higher? Keep them there as you step out and back. Remember to alternate lead leg. We flip it over. Renegade bicep curls in 3, 2, 1. Back to that plank with our weight. Curl the weight to the shoulder. If it doesn't feel good on the wrist, use one weight and just alternate it side to side, keeping the other palm on the floor. Either way, check your shoulders are directly over your wrists. Your lower body is working as hard as your core and your upper body. 20 seconds. Keep it up. That's it. Last 10 seconds. Come on, one more curl each side. We're up in 3, 2, 1. Weights at the shoulders, squat, diagonal press. So as you press your left hand to the right side, your back knee pivots. Come up on the toes and rotate. Stay nice and slow. Working the total body, so we're still working that endurance without speed. That's it. Lead with that tailbone lower down. Drive up, press. Think about those obliques, twisting, pressing, controlling as you come back to center. 15 seconds. Whew. Shoulders are already burning out. Great work. We're going to drop our weights, walking lunges in 3, 2, 1. Step forward, right, left, back, left, right. No resistance this first round. We can add it 2 and 3. Let's just focus on our stability and our alignment, making sure our toes are pointing forward, we're looking forward. We feel in control as we're shifting weight from side to side, from forward to back. 30 seconds. That's it. Check, make sure as you come into the lunge, your knee is tracking over your front ankle. We're not wobbling side to side. We're using all those small muscles in the ankle, the hips, to find that control. Woo, we're on our back in 3, 2, 1. With the weights, knees bent, shins parallel to the floor, arms to the sky for skull crushers. Bend your elbow, lower the weights outside your head. Exhale, press up, squeeze your triceps. Bend the elbows, lower the weights towards the floor. Exhale, come up, squeeze your triceps. Keep those knees bent, lower back on the floor. Now, as we go for our skull crushers, our elbows should stay in the exact same space the whole time. So the movement comes from bending and flexing the elbow, but not moving the elbow anywhere. So bend, weights down, extend, squeeze the triceps. We've only got 2 moves left. We're up in 3, 2, 1. Squat thrust, shoulder press, weights down, strong plank, jump in, weights up, drive them to the sky. So we're combining power moves 1 and 2, but we're taking out the twist. We're going right up to the sky with both weights. So, plank, low squat, curl, press. That's it. 20 seconds. Remember to get those heels down. Use those legs not only to stand, but to drive those weights overhead. You've got 5, 3, 2, 1. On our butts, lift your legs, grab one weight. You're going to pass it under one leg, then the other. Pass, pass. Try not to wiggle side to side with the weight. Spine straight, chest proud. Lifting one knee at a time, just enough to get that weight under. That's it. We did a lot of rotation with that diagonal press. This is the opposite. We're trying not to rotate, even though that weight is going side to side. So one's rotation, this is anti-rotation. Both work those obliques. You have 10 seconds before your first recovery. Here we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights down. Shake it out. Towel off, grab some water. Whatever you need this morning. Whew. All right, 1 down, 2 to go. We got a couple of different challenges in that second round. You'll see what I mean. For now, again, shake it out. Anything feels particularly tight, feel free to give it a little love, a little tap. Keep the blood flowing in those areas. I know that's me and my hip today. All right. Get ready, that second round is coming. We are starting with our sumo squat, nothing too fancy. Grabbing those weights, rotating from the hip, 45 degrees out, toes follow. 3, 2, 1. Lower, exhale, squeeze the inner thighs to the center. I like to think of a zipper. You start far apart. As you zip, you come together up the center. That's what we're doing right here. Finishing head stacked over the hips, glutes tight. Check on the feet. We're using both legs. Balance isn't really a challenge here, but we want to make sure we're evenly distributing that weight in our foot. So both the inner and outer part of the foot are sealed with the floor. Driving the heels down. That's it. 10 seconds. Push-ups next. Push-up shoulder tap. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1 push-up, opposite hand, opposite shoulder. Feet wide. If you're ready for a real challenge, you're gonna lift opposite hand, opposite knee, tap together under the chest. Looks like this. Left hand to right knee, right hand to left knee. If you take this variation, go even slower. Main focus is on keeping those hips as steady as possible, rooting down through the opposite limbs. Freeing up the other sack to come to center. That's it, 10 seconds. Our squat thrusts are next. No press, just focusing on that lower body and core. 3, 2, 1. Grab your weights, weights down. Strong plank, feet in, stand. That's it. If you feel like you've got this down, you can always add a little bit of pace, so long as it doesn't take away from the form, from your focus. Keep breathing. Our breath is our lifeblood through these exercises, sending oxygen to those working muscles, getting rid of any CO2. That's it, 10 seconds. We're on our back for our bridge. In 3, 2, 1. One weight on the hips. Hips drive to the sky. Walk it out. Right, left, in, right, left. Switch, left, right, left, right. Go slow. When those legs are further from your butt, you should feel your hamstrings working hard. Spend a second there, let them work, and then bring it back to the tush. That's it. 20 seconds here. Can you lift those hips another inch? Excellent. Get ready to flip it over. Renegade curls. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Plank position. Shoulders over those wrists. Curling your palm towards your shoulder. As with the push-ups, feel free to take the feet a little wider. Give yourself a more stable base. Already halfway through. As you lift one hand to curl, really drive the other one into the ground. Opposing forces, one lifts, one presses down. 15 seconds. How are those legs doing? You pulling those knees to the hips? If not, activate the lower body. Squat, diagonal press. 3, 2, 1. Weights at the shoulder. Lower, pivot and press. Like the squat thrust. If you're feeling in control, you can add a little bit of speed. But when you add that speed, make sure you don't overextend. Don't throw that weight to the sky without thinking. We gotta control the press. We gotta control the lower into center. I'm gonna keep this pace here. You go where you gotta go this morning. Halfway there. In fact, we're halfway through the second set. Awesome work, everyone. Find that breath again. Inhale down. Exhale, press. Last 5. Walking lunges with the weights this round. 3, 2, 1. Come to the edge of your space. Forward, forward. Reverse, reverse. Let's keep it slow. We've got resistance now. That's it. I'm going to drop my weights. That feels right for me today. Your choice if you keep them or you feel you need to lower them to maintain form. Neither is wrong. Do what's right for you. Keep that head looking forward. Total body in alignment. 20 seconds. Excellent. Getting ready. We're going to come to the floor. Tricep extension. Knees over hips in 3, 2, And 1. Here we go. Knees over hips, shins parallel to the floor. Bend the elbow. Extend straight to the sky. Really squeeze the back of the arm. Feel those triceps work. You're ready for an extra challenge. As you press your weights to the sky, straighten your legs, challenge your core. Bend everything together. Totally optional, not at all necessary. Primary focus right now are those triceps, working some of the smaller muscle groups in our upper body today. Excellent, we're here for 10. Big power move next, squat thrust to press in 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Here we go, 2 minutes left. Strong plank, jump in, curl, press. Hold that low squat as you bring those weights to the shoulders so we can drive them to the sky. As you press, make sure your head is coming straight to the sky, biceps along the ears. Everything should be stacked on top of each other. Wrists over shoulders, head over hips. We're not leaning back, leaning forward, or side to side. We're straight like a column. 10 seconds. We finish with our figure 8. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1. Take it down, pass that weight. If it's too much to keep your legs in the air, you can always bring one down to the floor. Lift the other as you pass. Otherwise, both legs are up. Shoulders down and back, chest out. Slight tucking of the chin to the chest, so we're long in the back of the neck. Last 30 seconds, recovering next. Can you feel those deep abdominal muscles, your transverse abs stabilizing you? As you float your legs, shift your weight. Last 10. Stay with it, you've got this. Keep passing it. 1 knee, other knee. Last 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. Excellent work, we're 2/3 of the way through. It is flying this morning. Just flying. We've got 1 round left, and then we're done. So we know all the surprises, the challenges. If you didn't take one the last round, perfectly fine. If you were thinking about it, you've still got 1 round left though to give it a try, even if it's just a couple reps. You decide if you're ready for that next level today. 30 seconds, and we start from the top. Last minute shakes, little love taps to those muscles that are working so hard for us today. Whew. Here we go, 10 seconds, sumo squat. Last round, grab those weights, come on. 3, 2, and 1. From the top, we're rotated 45 degrees from the hips. So our toes are pointing to the front corners of the room, not straight in front of us. That's it. Can you squeeze a little closer to the center as you stand? Really like those inner thighs on fire. 20 seconds. Big breaths. Big inhale, big exhale. Getting ready for that last set of push-ups, shoulder taps or knee taps. You decide. In 3, 2, And 1, feet wide, lower chest between the fingers, tap shoulder or tap knee. As slow as you need to be in control. Use the floor for support. By that, I don't mean just lie down on it, but as the right hand comes up, really grab down through the left and vice versa. If you've got a little tilting in the hips, doesn't mean to quit, just means you know what you need to focus on, where you need to work. Good, last 15 seconds. Last set of squat thrusts coming up. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Grab your weights. Coming into that strong plank. Feet in. Stand it up. That's it. Bringing all corners of the foot down. Using the floor to power us back to stand. You've got 30 seconds. Add that breath to it. Think about big exhales as you come up to stand. Replenish that body every rep so it can keep working for you. 15 seconds. We slow it down with our bridge next. That's it. Take a second. Think about that plank. Are your shoulders over your wrists? Do you feel strong? Do you feel engaged? If not, clean it up. Last 3, 2, 1. In our bridge, 1 weight, hips high. That's it. Walk it forward and back. Switch alternating leg. As you walk forward, make sure that heel is always connecting with the floor. We want to drive the heel down to keep our hips high. Make sure you feel your hamstrings with each rep. If you don't, you're going to need to walk it out a little bit further, shifting the focus from the glutes to a little bit lower to the back of the leg. Excellent. I hear you breathing. Great work. Keep those hips high. You've got 3 renegade curls in 2 and 1. Get ready, flip it over. That's it. Feet wide. Plank comes into play here too. Hips tucked, quads contracting, freeing up that upper body for the curl. 20 seconds. Getting ready for your squat press. Last 10 seconds. Get 2 more reps in, then meet me in stand. 3, 2, 1, squat, diagonal press. Make sure you're pivoting that back leg, twisting through the obliques. Think about wringing out your torso like you'd wring out a towel. I think I've got enough sweat in my shirt. You could wring it out, get a little liquid. Whew. That's it. Can you lower your squat a little more? Get those quads parallel to the floor before you drive up. 15 seconds of work. That's it. Straighten that arm, keep that bicep close to the ear as you punch. Walking lunges, with or without the weight. And back for 2. So you get 1 lunge on each side before you switch directions. It's a really good time to feel the difference between a forward lunge. When you come forward, that weight's coming with you. It's shifting into the front leg. In a reverse lunge, the weight is staying in the front. This is different balancing, different shifting of weight. It's really good to do both. 20 seconds. Pull that belly button in. Use those abs for balance. Getting ready for our last set of tricep extensions in 3, 2, 1. On our backs, knees bent, arms straight. Bend the elbows, extend the elbows. Option to straighten the leg as you do. Whichever variation you take, make sure your lower back is always pressing into the ground. So we're working our core, not straining our spine. That's it. Lower those dumbbells right outside the ears, like they're trying to tell you a secret. 10 seconds. Squat thrust to press. Last cardio move. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Strong plank, low squat, curl, press. This is it. Last 2 minutes. If you've been holding back, this is the time to see what you are made of. Make sure your feet are rooted firmly on the ground before you lift those weights. So you're using the lower body and the core to control them, not the spine. You can do it. Again, bring that focus to the minute you pick the weights off the floor to press them. Are you driving through the legs? Are you using your abs? Work the parts of the body that were designed to do this so you don't strain the other parts of the body that weren't. Figure 8 in 3, 2, 1. Last minute, finish strong. Imagine you are fit tightly between 2 walls. There's no room to fall side to side. You gotta move those legs straight up, straight down. Keep that weight close to the body as it comes under and around. That's that anti-rotation at work. Here we go, 10 seconds. Stay with it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Weight down. Time to stretch it out. That was a lot of flexion on our hips. We're going to start coming on our back to cool down. Everyone come all the way to your back. Bend your knees. Bring your heels close to your tush so that you can touch your heels with your fingertips. And we're going to just reverse that movement in the figure 8. So go ahead, big inhale, big exhale, drive the hips to the sky, walk your shoulder blades under your chest, and just hold here. Nice extension across the front of the body. I don't know about you, this is what I was craving right now. We'll go back into our regular cool down in just a minute, but keep holding here Keep pressing those hips up. If you want, you can clasp your hands together under your butt. Walk your shoulder blades a little closer together and further open through the chest and the hip flexors. Let's take 2 more breaths here. One more big inhale. And on the exhale, release lower back to the floor. While we're here, let's go into our figure 4 stretch. Right ankle over the left knee. Thread your right hand between that hole and grab either the backs of your left leg or onto your left shin. From here, gently pull your left knee towards your chest. Press your right knee forward in space. Should feel an opening through the right glutes, the outside of the right hip. Flex your left foot. That's it. Let's hold here. Keep breathing. Two more breaths. And one more. Big inhale. And on the exhale, switch sides. Left ankle over the right knee. Thread the arms around. Grab either the right hamstring or the right shin. Draw the right knee to the chest. Press that left knee forward. That's it. And just enjoy this here. Take a couple deep breaths. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. One more like this. And exhale, release. You can roll or press yourself up to a seated position and then come over your legs. Right foot on the floor, left knee down. Tuck that left hip under, squeeze the left glute. Lift the left hand to the sky. Another hip flexor stretch. Press that left hip forward, pull the right hip back. Inhale, bring the right arm up. Go ahead, lean back. And if you can, take a look to the sky. Exhale, straighten the front leg, fold over. Stretch the right hamstring. Pull those shoulders down, lengthen through the spine. Slight bend in that right knee as we stretch. If you want, walk your hands outside the right leg, getting back into the glutes. And come back to center, switch side. Right knee down, woo, left leg up, or left foot down, left knee up. Tuck the right hips, right arm to the sky. Drive that right hip forward. Deep breaths. And go ahead, take that left arm up. Exhale, lean back, look to the sky. And exhale, fold forward, lengthen the left leg. Lower that chest a little closer to the thigh each exhale. And let's walk our hands outside the left leg. And back to center. Swing that left leg around. Press up into your down dog, hips high. Drawing your chest to your thighs. Pedal out the feet, stretching the calves. When you're ready, bring those legs to a stand, to stop. And then go ahead, walk your hands back to your toes. Slight bend in the knees and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. When it does, clasp those hands together, palms forward, shoulder blades apart. Big inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale down behind the back. Press away, open the chest. Let it go, shake it out. One big inhale together, bend those knees, lift the hands up. And exhale, let it go.